Receiving pushback from some people in the criminal justice system, says Queen City News anchor Robin Kennedy tells us some right now very concerned that the bill won't make the streets safer, but will instead crowd jails and courtrooms.
Iryna's Law, named for Iryna Zarutska, who was stabbed and killed on Charlotte's light rail in August, is a tough-on-crime approach that Republican lawmakers are trying to pass through the General Assembly. DeCarlos Brown, the man accused of killing Zarutska, had a violent criminal history. But in January, he was only charged with a nonviolent misdemeanor crime and released by a magistrate on a written promise.
This creates, or basically does away with written promises to appear. It creates a new concept of what would be considered a violent offense. It creates a protocol under which judicial official will be required to order a mental health evaluation if the defendant is charged with a violent offense and has been involuntarily committed within the last 3 years.
There are concerns from some in the legal community that the law, if passed, will lead to overcrowded jails and courtrooms.
It's going to add a log jam in a process that's already log jammed.
Queen City News chief legal analyst Khalif Rhodes says lawmakers should have added funding to the bill for more mental health clinicians to go out in the field with police and help with involuntary commitments when there are mental health concerns for people who are arrested. Brown's mom says he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and she had him involuntarily committed in the past. Rhodes says funding for Iryna's Law is a big issue. While the bill does add 15 more staff members here to the district attorney's office, he says lawmakers also need to focus on funding other areas.
It would have been more appropriate to fund more judges. To earmark a county that's already down 2 judges, we need 2 additional judges based off the numbers that we could utilize more.
Mecklenburg County District Attorney Spencer Merriweather had this response to Iryna's Law. He says, quote, "We're hopeful about the possibility of additional resources for the DA's office, as we have been through the course of this legislative session. But in the meantime, it will be important to see what is actually enacted before commenting on legislation that still has many steps to take before becoming law." In Mecklenburg County, Robin Kennedy, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.